Good morning, friends. I am CA Hanumantrao R. Chaudhary. Today, I am going to discuss very important changes in accounts and taxations. I am also author of Know Your Balance Sheets. Today, we are going to discuss very important changes in accounts and taxations. GST purchase bifurcations. While doing the accounting, the accountant should make the bifurcations of GST purchase bifurcations. That is, purchase from registered dealers, purchase from unregistered dealers, purchase from compositions, and purchase from exempt purchases. So we have to make the bifurcations, which helps for auditors as well as for accountant to do the balance sheet perfectly. Some changes in the TDS also. When your supplier is liable for TDS, check whether PAN and Aadhaar are linked. If PAN is not linked, the supplier PAN is invalid. In such case, we need to deduct the TDS at the rate of 20%, not the regular tax. Dear friends, previously, as accountants, before deducting the TDS, you are checking the 4-digit of the PAN cards. On that basis, you are deciding what is the rate of the TDS. In case of contractors, if it is P, it is 1%. If it is F and C, it is 2%. Now, not only you check the 4th digit, you also check whether his PAN, supplier PAN, supplier of services PAN, whether it is linked with the Aadhaar number. Government already given many times to you link with the PAN and Aadhaar. If you not link, your PAN will be, it is invalid. When we filed Q2 TDS returns, there are many suppliers, they are not linked with their Aadhaar and PAN. The system automatically, they're taking the additional TDS at the rate of 20%. And you are getting the short deductions notices. So that be careful when deducting the TDS, you have to check whether his PAN and Aadhaar is linked. Otherwise, you have to deduct the TDS at the rate of 20%. The question arises, how we should check whether his Aadhaar and PAN card is linked? Very simple. You can take screenshot of the link from the supplier, or you can take the last ITR filed copies, because unless and until he link his PAN and Aadhaar, he cannot file his income tax returns. So that friends, you can take these 2 documents for confirmations. Higher TDS rate for non-filers of income tax returns. The first one is 20% if your Aadhaar and PAN is not linked with the suppliers. There is a TDS of 20%. In the second case, the higher TDS rate for non-filer of the income tax returns. If his TDS deducted more than 50,000 for last 2 years and ITR is not filed. So that, dear friends, most of the companies, they are started taking the declarations from the suppliers. They file the ITRs regularly. So you also start taking the declarations from your suppliers, whether they are filed their ITR regularly. If they are not filed the ITR, what is the TDS rate? It is twice the rate or rate in force. Suppose if the rate of TDS is 1%, so you have to deduct 2%. Suppose if it is 2%, you have to deduct 4%. The maximum it is 5% if they are not filed the income tax return, friends. So as a deductor, it is our responsibility to check whether Aadhaar and PAN card are linked or not. Not only Aadhaar and PAN card links, you have to check whether they are filed the income tax return or not. So be careful. You have to take the declaration from your suppliers and also check whether Aadhaar and PAN card is linked. The purchase from micro and small enterprises. It is very important. You need to make the bifurcations in financial year 23-24. Make the bifurcation of purchase from micro and small enterprises, because from financial year 23-24, one should make the payment to suppliers who are micro or small within 45 days. Otherwise, such purchase is not allowed as an expenses. It is very, very, very important, my dear friends. If you are purchase material from SMEs, if you not make the payment within 45 days, if you are having the PO, if you are not having PO, you have to make payment within 15 days. For example, if you purchase material on 31st March 24, you have to make payment before 15th May 2024. Otherwise, that purchase is added back to your income and you have to pay income tax on that. You can claim as an expenses in the financial year 24-25, not in the financial year 23-24, friends. So the making bifurcations of purchase from MSME and non-MSME is very important, and also making payment within 45 days is also very important, friends. You have to check how the SME, whether the supplier is SME or not. How you can check? You collect the Udyam Aadhar from the supplier and check the status. So you can get the status of your supplier from the Udyam Aadhar. It is very simple. You have to collect the Udyam Aadhar from your suppliers and make the bifurcations in accounting from MSME suppliers and non-MSME suppliers. Debtors and creditors aging wise bifurcations. This is also very important. The debtors, make the bifurcations of debtors is considered good or doubtful, less than 6 months, more than 6 months, 1 to 2 years, 2 to 3 years, and more than 3 years. It is very important. In case of private limited company, we have to make the bifurcations of MSME suppliers and non-MSME suppliers, as well as debtors and creditors. Aging is very important in case of private limited companies accounting. If the accounting is done very perfectly, so that help to prepare the balance sheet in time and also complete your audit in time. So very important in financial year 23-24, while doing accounting, you should make these changes. Trade payable creditors. In case of creditors, as we already discussed, MSME creditors and non-MSME creditors, you have to make the bifurcations up to 1 year, 1 to 2 years, 2 to 3 years, and more than 3 years. Not only this is also very important to make the bifurcation of disputed and undisputed debtors and creditors. Bifurcation is also very important. This is very important, dear friends. You have to make the accounting very properly. I also cover one TDS on transportations. Most of you are not deducting the TDS in case of transport, but there is a conditions. If your transporter having a more than 10 vehicles, you have to deduct the TDS in that case. So that you, as a deductor, you have to take declaration from your transporter he having less than 10 vehicles. That is also very important. Most of the parts we are neglecting. As usual, thought for the day. Today thoughts for the day is, when we believe in ourselves, we can make anything happen. So always believe yourself. It is very important, dear friends. If you believe yourself, you can make anything and you can achieve anything. Thank you so much. We will meet with new videos. If you like, if share in more and more to your friends, and like and subscribe our YouTube channels. We'll meet again with new video. Thank you so much. Have a good day.